welcome to another episode of the Wiley Show. I am your host, and we definitely gonna get in this show started. Give me a second here. Hold on one second. Hey, this is live. We are live. Welcome back to another episode. We have a lot of stuff that we're going to discuss. I had to turn the dryer off because I didn't want no background noise. And so we were up all night, and I'm telling y'all, the YouTubers have been definitely been feeding these YouTube streets, and we definitely going to have to respond. So shout out to the people that are definitely going to catch this replay, but we definitely got to dive into it. So Jaguar Wright is back. We're going to be covering that. So I had the pleasure. I was on Black T Blog Show. All right. I was on Black T Blog Show, and we were talking about Nicki Minaj and her husband. And I publicly would have to apologize to Kenneth Petty because I do believe that he is innocent. So Ebony from Black T Blog was showing me the court documents of the case back in 1994 when Kenneth Petty was in front of the judge. And the judge was telling Kenneth Petty that I don't think that you should, plead if you didn't do this, right? If you didn't do this, don't plead. And said, do you understand? And Kenneth Petty was like, yes, but he's yet still plead guilty. But he kept saying no, that he didn't do it in the court documents. So I personally would like to apologize to Kenneth Petty. I personally would like to apologize to his wife, because clearly I was wrong that Kenneth Petty did not do anything to Jennifer. And so we was over there on Ebony on Black T Blog, and definitely Kenneth Petty recanted the story. And then she said in the video, I told my people I wanted to drop the case. He said calling Zoo. That was Kenneth Petty's street name. So the lady called Kenneth Petty by his street name, Zoo. Then also Ebony brought up that blogger Jason Lee was bashing Nicki Minaj, was slandering her for attention and for jealousy. And she said also Jason Lee was backstage at the Essence Festival, and he was looking to get a look from Nicki Minaj. And she said this: I don't care what you have to say. Y'all are probably jealous of Nicki Minaj going number one. So Nicki Minaj is number one. Okay. So she said, I don't care about the blogger, but Jennifer did her rounds, and she dropped off the face of the earth. Then she was talking about the Daily Beast, how she called them out about the whole thing with Nicki Minaj, that she wrote an article being negative about Nicki Minaj. Then she also talked about the goodness of Radar Online, how they done a good job. And she was also talking about other stuff. And then, of course, they opened up the phone lines, not the phone lines, the StreamYard. So I went over to the StreamYard. So I was talking with her about the situation. I kept saying that, anybody that needs to know this, Brian Banks was lied on by a black woman. And so when I told the story to somebody, they was like, what? I was like, yes, a black woman lied on him. And he was on his way to college. He was playing football. He was on his way to play for a good team. And this black woman said he forced himself on me, and it did not happen, y'all. It was all a lie. They lied on Brian Banks. And so he had to go through this whole ordeal off a lie. And so when the lie was told, it destroyed his career. And so years later, when he was trying to get his life back, the woman that said he outed her, she reached out to him on Facebook in the early days of Facebook. And so he was kind of nervous because he can't be around the victim at all. He would have been thrown back in jail. But of course, she was around him, and she said that, well, I didn't mean to do it. I was young at the time. And so he had to record her that she pretty much recanted her story. So I personally believe that Kenneth Petty is innocent. I personally believe that Kenneth Petty did not do this. Now, have he done other things in his past? Yes. Have he off somebody? Yes. But this instance, when it comes to the R-word allegation, I do not believe that this man deserved to even be on the SO list, and I'm just giving my opinion. Now, we do understand that Kenneth Petty have done some things. We do understand that. I understand that Kenneth Petty have done some things that you may not be proud of. Yes, Kenneth Petty was a gang member. But did Kenneth Petty force himself on Jennifer? The answer is no. And so in the court documents, he was like, "Well, what happened? I touched her at my grandmother's house. Where were your grandma? My grandma was there." And so he really was nervous. And let's not act like in the state of New York that allegations of a DA trying to accuse a young boy of the R word. If you go back to the Central Park Five, they were tried and convicted in New York. And this was right around the time when the whole situation that happened with the Central Park Five. So let's not act like that this is so uncommon that the prosecutor was charged to go after this young boy at the time. And so this young boy could not even afford an attorney. He had the public defender. So when I went on Ebony, I definitely was defending Kenneth Petty, and I was saying this about Jennifer because people were saying, "Like, you don't believe victims, Wiley. I'm tired of you. I'm going to unsubscribe." Not that I don't believe victims. I do believe victims if you have been victimized. But what I'm not going to deal with is a known liar. And Jennifer Hughes is a liar. She have lied. She went on The Real, and lied. And thank God the Real is canceled. So let's not act like, and it's okay to call her lies out because she definitely changed up her story over and over again. And she admitted to lying. And I was shocked as well. I was like, oh my God, did she really admit this? And they recorded her because she thought that the truth was never going to come out. Right? Let's not act like lying witness and lying DA is so far-fetched. And it's not, especially not during the time back in New York when they was definitely getting people and putting stuff on people just like the Central Park Five. Let's not act like it don't exist. I really believe that Jennifer needs to be locked up. She needs to serve some time in prison for her lies. I do believe that, Kenneth Petty should be off the SO list because he didn't do anything wrong. And so hopefully he get his attorneys to fight this case and to get off of it because clearly the man did not do anything wrong. The man was innocent. And then I was looking at Nicki in some type of way, but now I'm like, I see why Nicki stood by her man. I see why she was supporting her man in all this situation because obviously he did not do anything wrong and we must respect that. Now, that situation is going on. Then I was mad at my own business like I always do. I scroll over, Jaguar Wright do an interview. And Jaguar Wright was talking on her channel. She was talking on a YouTuber channel. And, we don't do no free promo over here, but we did go see the interview with Jaguar Wright. And moderators, if anybody comment any other content creator name in there, just delete that comment, okay? But I was over there watching Jaguar Wright. She did an interview, and it was a long, lengthy interview. And she said that, Storm Monroe came to her life. She said she chose to talk to him. She said she thinks Storm Monroe is a good writer. I'm sorry. I'm moving so let me slow down. Let me put that picture up. Okay. Let me say it again. She said Storm Monroe came to her life. She said that she chose to talk to Storm Monroe, said she thinks he's a good writer. She said that people DM'd her to do a show with him. And they said they talked on the phone. Jaguar Wright said she talked on the phone with Storm Monroe. And he wanted to do an interview. And she said, I felt like he was being honest. She said that also a colleague have died and he was overlooked. And she said his award was in the trash can. She said she felt like Storm loved to throw stones and hide his hand. Okay. She said the industry liked to use bloggers. She said, I didn't know that her videos being used on the internet. She says she have 20 years dealing with things in the industry. She says, I don't see any problems where people want to be honest in their life. She said, they are terrible. And that people was looking at her to be transparent. So she said Storm Monroe was the first YouTuber to reach out to her. She said she gave him opportunity to talk to a new generation because Storm was young. She said the question was asked, where did things go wrong with Storm? She said she was just had great ideas with Storm Monroe. She said that's why Roseanne Barr reached out to him after the interview with her. And she said when she was on the phone with him, she invited him to Dallas. And then she said that Storm said that his dad lived around in the Dallas area. And she said, well, that'll be cool. We can have dinner. And then Jaguar Wright said she wanted to hook Storm up with a man, her friend, because she said she thought that Storm Monroe was gay. Okay. Then she said that she was on the phone with him talking about art, how to build a network. And she said this out of her mouth. She said, I thought Storm Monroe was gay. Okay, this is Jaguar. She said she have gay friends, she have transgender friends. She said I had a friends interview to introduced to Storm Monroe, but Storm Monroe tone changed and said, "You know, I am a straight." Okay, she said, "What straight guy behaved that way? They dance around. What straight? What if you were straight? Why are you offended by it?" Okay. Then she said 2 days go by that she found out that she was blocked by Storm. She said, "Let me call him," and then she found out that she was blocked. And she said that she prayed on the phone with Storm Monroe on a few occasions. And then she said that when they fell out that she was doxxed. She said our hotel room was broken into. She said that he have a closeted behavior because she said you could tell he have a closeted behavior because he was offended that she thought that he was gay. And she said, if you were gay, so what? What's so damn wrong with being gay? People that's talented is gay. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? She said, I have friends that are gay. Said, why are you so offended by it? It was so disappointing when he sneak blocked me. She was very upset and that he had sneak blocked her. And she said that she want to thank the people for saying that she had amazing shows. And she said she was not afraid to be online. She said she just had to get herself together. She said also people were showing up from Tasha K camp to her women's group that she put together. She said it was flooded by Tasha K people. Okay. Then a question was asked, what do Storm Monroe does in the dark? She said, I don't know what Storm Monroe does in the dark. She said Storm Monroe interviewed somebody that said I want to say SH, a minor, SH, a minor, SH, a minor. And she said that never happened. I was pregnant and I was married and I never did that to a minor. Then a question was asked, do you feel that Storm Monroe used you? She said, of course, it is clear. He did this to gain support. She said another question was asked to Jaguar Wright. Are you interested working with Storm Monroe again? She said no. It was a fake friendship. She said no. She said that that Storm Monroe called her about the whole situation with Tasha K, and then the whole thing that was happening with Alicia Keys. He felt like he was being mistreated, and that he was saying that he can't trust Tasha K. All of that situation was happening, and then she said, "What kind of guy talk about having sex in a bathhouse?" So she went on and on about that. She said this about Armon Wiggins, that she said that she don't have no problems with Armon Wiggins. She said that he called me a liar without even speaking to me. She said this. A question was asked, what about you think that's saying that Storm Monroe wanted to off you? She said a lot of people wanted me dead. She said, but it's not going to happen until the good Lord make that decision. That's what is going to happen. Then she said the young man that did an interview, a show saying that she tried to SH him when he was a minor, said that Tasha K supposedly was trying to pay him $500. Then she said that Storm Monroe doesn't talk to his family, and then she said a question was asked, were you paid by Storm Monroe to do an interview? She said that he offered on a few occasions and she refused to take his money. Okay. Then her phone was going off, and those pretty much the notes I want to give. So let me give my commentary. What I think about this situation is Jaguar Wright has been known as a known liar. Okay. She have lied on Summer Walker. She have lied on people in the industry. She have lied on Talib, or something like that. She have lied on a lot of people, and she in return lied on Storm. But Storm have to understand that it was okay for her to lie on the celebrities and drag the celebrities, and you gave this known liar a platform. So I think Storm now going to have to deal with the monster that he created on these YouTube streets. Before Storm interviewed her on YouTube, nobody was paying her any mind on YouTube. I was the first YouTuber to tell Armon that Jaguar Wright is dissing him on a video. I was the first one to let it be known. And then the Storm Chasers, they reached out to Jaguar Wright. He came on the show. So he pretty much created Jaguar Wright to be this monster. So yeah, he got to deal with it. But my thing is this: it was okay when she was lying on these other celebrities. It was good laughs and ha 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 ha. But now when the lies start to turn against you, it's a problem and it's an issue. But clearly you can tell that Jaguar Wright is homeless because she wasn't in her house. She's probably sleeping in her cars and all of that. And it's really, really sad. And the reason why we didn't see Jaguar Wright, she's trying to see when her next meal going to come. She's living in the house. She's living up with people. She's in our car, literally doing a whole interview in the dark in the middle of the night. Now, if you had a car and all that stuff going on, you wouldn't be in your car doing the interview. If you had a house, why are you in there for hours and hours and hours? Now, I watched it because I was entertained by it. I was entertained by it, and that's why I watched it. So true, Wiley. No one was thinking about Jaguar right before Storm interviewed her. I just remember her singing on Jay-Z Unplugged album. Classic, by the way. Yes, I remember she was singing on Jay-Z Unplugged album, and I'll make sure I'm going to download that because I want to listen to that on the plane. So let me see if I can find that Jay-Z Unplugged. Let me see if I can find that. What was the song that she was singing on? I think this is a song. Okay, let me just download the whole thing. Okay, so that's the mindset that it created. So yes, Storm going to have to deal with this, okay? And so dealing with this whole situation, Storm interviewed her, and now she's going around. And then this is the thing I know why Chelsea and Tasha is behind this. You haven't seen this lady in months, okay? They called Jaguar Wright to come back on these YouTube streets to diss Storm Monroe. So yes, Storm got to deal with that. And of course, I was minding my own business. I got my legal notepad. I got my ink pen, and I started writing my notes. Because I go over there to Storm Boulevard. Okay, I left over there where she was, okay, with the ops. Then I moved on over to Storm Monroe Boulevard, okay? And so he did his response to Jaguar Wright and Tasha K. Okay, and this is what I pretty much sum up because I was up there seasoning my chicken, so I'm just getting the notes and stuff like that. Thank you, Song Cry. Thank you. Okay, now Storm Monroe respond, and he said that Jaguar Wright has now she's back, but she haven't posted on Instagram since November 21st. She said he said I didn't mean to hurt you, and then Storm said you have threatened me in my life. When we fell out, you lied and said that we plotted to do an interview. That we never plotted. We never plotted against Armon because that wasn't true. So Monroe said when my audience left, I was hurt, and he said he went to his therapist, and the therapist said, "Well, did you build your channel on logic or did you build your channel on mess?" He said it to his therapist, "I built my channel on mess." And so Storm Monroe said to Jaguar Wright, "You taught me a lot of lessons. You taught me my place with women." And he said this was Storm said, this is a quote, "Women are emotional. They don't deal with a place of logic. They deal by emotional, by their emotions." And he said, "I grew really fast on my platform and I put in hard work." And he said this: when you grow fast, this is a quote from him, when you grow quick, you get haters. But when you grow slow, you have a dedicated audience. They don't really hate you like that. And that's kind of true because the Wiley Show, we growing slowly, and I'm still getting the love and love. But I don't know how y'all gonna feel about me if we just grow into 400,000 subscribers tomorrow. I don't know. Y'all probably a change up, probably feel a little fickle. So right now, I'm just the underdog. I'm coming up. But I don't know how you would feel if I were to reach 400,000 subscribers tomorrow. I may lose support, but that's how that situation goes. Okay. He said I probably changed my number. That's probably why you probably thought I blocked you. I changed my number. And he said, "I am sure you're hurt by that." And he said, "If you wanted me to do a story about James Wright Chanel with an allegation and the R word allegation. They wanted to put an R word allegation out on James Wright Chanel. Even Tasha K called me and said, 'Hey, Wiley, you need to talk about this with James Wright Chanel.' And she was pissed off when I refuse to talk about it because I don't know if James Wright Chanel did anything to a minor. That ain't my business. And the first thing they need to go to is to the authorities before you come over to the Wiley Show. Go to the authorities, get a police report, all right? And then come over to the Wiley Show and we can talk about it. But don't bring me an allegation and nobody have went to the authorities, and this is just because this can damage his career if it did not happen. All right. But she wanted me to talk about this situation with James Wright Chanel, and we refused to do so because we didn't know if it was true or not. And when I heard it came from Jaguar Wright, I said, I ain't talking about that because that's built in a bunch of lies. Let me drink some water. That's built in a bunch of lies. But go to the authorities before you come to me with that mess. But when she said it came from Jaguar Wright, I said, I ain't believing that mess. That's a whole lie. Anyway, Storm said, you want to control my channel, but you can't control my channel. Then he was pretty much saying other YouTubers not his friends. He was getting into that. And he said this. What really happened, he was clearing up the allegation because, Tasha K put out there that he wanted to off Jaguar Wright. He said, that's not true. I said this and I called the dispatch. I said, if she show up to my house, I will S her. Okay. S her. Okay. S and it ends with a T. Okay. All right. Okay. He said to Tasha, your threats against me are so bad. He said, I wish you the best. He said, I documented this, okay? And I told Jaguar Wright to start her own channel. She didn't listen. Jaguar Wright said she know Gloria Estefan. And he said he knew that wasn't true. He said, I'm not going to meet you. Nobody hold up your career at all. He said that the whole thing with Clyde Davis, he wasn't going to go against that and get in trouble. He said the answer to that would be no. And he's talking about Roseanne, talking about the guys with the brown suits, that if you go against the people and they want to take you out, he said he didn't want to be taken out. He said the rap is connected to the gang culture. That's why a lot of these rappers are being taken out. And he said to Tasha K, I'm not indebted to you. I had an agreement with Tasha K. The whole purpose was to trend the internet. But he said he had been losing sleep because of the slander. He said that it's a story that was going out about the child Arizona that you all know somebody off their child. And he said that have nothing to do with it. He did not off the child. The reason why he gave a statement to the media is because he was working with CPS. He said it's very hurtful. He said I was brought to tears because of the allegation that people are saying that I off a child in Arizona. And he said that he said this about Tasha K. He said, I don't want to be around your kids. He said, I like to cuss and fuss. He said, if it was such a problem to be around your kids, why did you leave your daughter Tanti around me? I was talking to her when you went upstairs to take a shower and your husband was in the basement working. Okay. He said, if you invite me to your house, I need to eat and I need to eat something and I need to drink something. Okay. She said when she was proceeding to bathe her baby, she was arguing with her husband, saying, turn the water down. You're not going to burn my baby. And then he said, you're not going to burn my child. And he said, Storm said he had to leave because they was having a family moment. And then Tasha K said, don't leave. He's like, no, I got to leave. So he left. He said this, I like your husband more than Tasha K. He said that her husband do not deserve her. Okay. Then he said this, that the threats that people are talking about, they're going to beat him up on site. Then he talked about the employee. He talked about the employee put a threat out saying that she was going to spit on him. And he said he feels for his life. He talked about this producer named John. And he said that nobody liked John, but Tasha kept him around. And that John, the producer John, they was trying to do a show, and this producer John was starting mess with Storm Monroe, Tasha K, and the employee, and also Von Ray. Okay. Then he said this because everybody kept saying that you wanted Von Ray. Storm Monroe said if I wanted Von Ray, he wouldn't have came back to the employee. Okay, so that's pretty much the sums up what went on out here in these streets with the whole Storm Monroe, with the whole thing with the employee, with the whole thing with Jaguar Wright, and I want to give my commentary on that. And I want to be real humble. I think Storm is in a bad spot because he started to grow really fast and he did not want to be a part of KB Studios. And he tried to leave quietly. He did everything right. But Tasha K and the employee are now even threatening him and throwing out allegations. And they're doing a press tour to the point. I go on the app and they just throwing shot everywhere they go. They just throwing little crumbs to come at Storm Monroe, and it's really unfortunate that Storm Monroe have to yet go through this. The only thing that she can say towards me is cockeyed, cross-eyed. That's the only thing she can say because she never met me. I never met her children. I never been in her presence. Right? Never been in her home. Never ate her food. So that's all she can say is cross-eyed. I should listen to Chelsea Carter. That's all she can say about me. And so I'm glad that I dodge that filth and devilish behavior. I'm glad I dodged that evil, twisted mindset. I'm glad I dodged that because now what Storm going through, that would have been me going through that if she feel like I'm not going through the whole situation. All right. But I'm humble, and I'm really, really humble with this, that yes, Storm gains followers. And I think if Storm can do it all over again, that he would do it all over again because it got him a good platform. He's making good money. But for me, when I get up to the Storm Monroe's level, to the Armon Wiggins level, it's going to be because of me. It's because of my networking skills. It's because of me out there providing and entertaining the audience. It's going to be because of my talent and my consistency and my networking. It ain't going to be the next person say, well, I helped you get here. They're not going to be able to say that. Okay? But I'm glad that I'm here today, this morning, covering this because it needs to be covered. And so when they going back and forth with Storm Monroe and saying all of these things, I'm in the background saying, this is why I didn't sign no contract. I refuse. I refuse to sign a letter to Von Ray to get him locked up. Not doing that, okay? I could say a whole lot of stuff, but I'm not going to do that because that's not in my character to get another black man fed up. And I'm not signing no contract where you have control and I can't talk about Alicia Keys. I may want to talk about Alicia Keys. I may want to drag Alicia Keys. But because I signed that contract, I can't drag her. And you know me, I like to drag. So I don't need nobody on my show telling me what and when I can talk about certain things. So it look like I won't be signing that KB Studio package. Okay? All right? Not now. Now I'm not gonna say I will never sign to somebody, but the deal gotta be right. I gotta have complete control of my content, complete control of what I do on my channel, and not allowing nobody to come against me. And now they're saying that Storm Monroe got a secret sister. Who cares if he got a secret sister? But they're trying their best to embarrass him. And the part of the leading the charge is people that want to sleep with Storm Monroe. That's what they want to do. Sean Davy Wade want to sleep with him. Of course he does. You know what I'm saying? He's so obsessed with Storm Monroe. So obsessed he want to get flew out, get his, sleep with Storm. That's why he's coming at Storm the way he is. And so this whole situation that's coming on is definitely sad and it's unfortunate, but it's messy and it's entertaining because I'm entertained by this. Despite what's going on, I'm entertained by it all. People may not like it, but I'm entertained by it because this situation got me entertained, and I've been entertained nonstop. So it's definitely going to come in to play. So thank you all so very much. We're going to open up the phone lines. It is morning. Thank you all so very much. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'll be in Vegas this weekend. So if you want to link up with me, send me a DM or you can send me an email at wileyshowproductions@gmail.com. Super excited. That's why I've been up and doing this show and having a show for y'all. Thank y'all so very much for tuning in. Wiley loves mess. I'm just glad your shirt fits this morning. Yes, I got a shirt that fits, and then if it don't fit, I still put it on. I don't mind. Listen, if it don't even fit, I'm still gonna wear it because it's washed and clean. I went to the Goodwill place, and I'm gonna go back and give me some more shirts. Okay, definitely gonna do that. The reason why I this way because I had went to the Goodwill. Thank you all so very much. Give me a second, you guys. I'm gonna open up the phone lines and I'm gonna get y'all thoughts about all of this. Get y'all thoughts about all of this. Oh, and also too, Armon Wiggins was in the chat, and of course I got the screenshots. Give me a second. He was in the chat with the whole Jaguar Wright situation. Okay. Let me see. Where is his? Okay, where's his? Okay, he said this. He said this to Jaguar Wright. This is Armon Wiggins. Quote: "You don't have to pay for interviews. She should have started her own channel instead of going from platform to platform." That's a good point. I agree with Armon Wiggins with that. Armon Wiggins said this to Jaguar Wright: "Girl, you not a victim. You know what you were doing. You went to Storm to spite me." Okay, those was the statement that Armon Wiggins wrote, responding to Jaguar Wright. All right, so this whole situation is yet going on, and we have to cover it. I got my legal notepad, and I cover it. And there's gonna be some more people that I'm gonna cover. As long as you go on live and you talking about it, I'm gonna write it in my notes,
Your
and
show
we're gonna
now.
cover
Press
it.
1 to hear
All right.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2.
All right, the phone lines is open up. Good morning. Good morning. If y'all got something to say about this situation, y'all are more than welcome to call in. This is the part where the public to be able to get their decision. They said it's a girl out there that says my daddy is her daddy, but he didn't sign her certificate. So far as I'm concerned, I don't have a sister. I'm not a liar. They said, really, Wiley and I have our own relationship in this chat. Mind your business. Y'all be grasping for straws. What does the sister have to do with anything? What does the sister have to do with anything? That's what I would like to know. What does the sister have to do with anything? If he had a sister, what does the sister have to do with anything? And what did that have to say about his character? If he had a long lost sister out there, that's not to make Storm look bad. That would be looking bad on his parents if he have a long lost sister. Even though I don't believe that, I just believe that people are just coming up with things just to get at Storm, just to talk about Storm and just to diss Storm because they don't like the fact that Storm out here being successful out here in these YouTube streets. They don't like it, so that's why they always try to think of things to come against Storm. It is that way. So we have the phone lines open up. If y'all want to call in, y'all can. And I definitely will drop the link if y'all want to come through. Okay. We support Storm Monroe, and Storm Monroe actually interviewed us. He was the first YouTuber to allow us to talk about our story at a massive platform. The video got about 15,000 views, and I thank Storm for allowing me on this platform to tell my story. I think it was a great way, and I was able to release and help people, and I was getting DMs, new subscribers. We're about 500, less than 500 subscribers away to 28,000 subscribers. Then when we reach that mark, we'll be 2,000 subscribers away from 30,000. So I greatly appreciate, the support that I have been getting all through in these YouTube streets. They said so she wanted to keep the man helpless, and they said, yeah, exactly. I try to have and accept everyone for who they are, and everyone is amazing. They said, well, I support Storm Monroe. We do support Storm Monroe. They said, Wiley look nice. Thank you. The interview was awesome. Thank you. Shout out to Storm Monroe. We all love that interview, Wiley. Thank you. Wiley, the only good thing Storm ever did was interview with you. No, Storm Monroe did a lot of good things. And I think that because he's going against a black woman, you're going to have a typically black women that are going to turn against him. Not all, but some. After today, I hope we get some new news and content. This I've been dragging on too long. Well, we have been giving new news and content. We talked about Nicki Minaj and that whole situation. But again, y'all watch it. As long as y'all watching, that's the content that I'm going to give y'all. Okay? As long as y'all watch, it's early in the morning. Hey, and it's about 600 of y'all. Make sure y'all click the like button when y'all come in. Click that like button. It's 600 of y'all watching. So obviously, with this story, people is interested in watching it. It is what it is. When people listen, it's literally it's 7:05 in the morning. I'm sorry, it's 8 o'clock on the East Coast. People are interested in this story. They are watching. So when you say, oh, I hope y'all come up with some new content and all of that, well, baby, I totally disagree with that because people is actually interested in there watching it. And now that Jaguar Wright is back, you ain't seen nothing yet. Only thing I can tell you is to buckle your seatbelts, okay? Buckle your seatbelts, and you're definitely going to see it, all right? Because now Jaguar Wright is back. And if you got something to say and you disagree with this, you're more than welcome to call in. But it is what it is. We talked about Nicki Minaj yesterday. We also talked about Erica Banks yesterday. We talked about Nene Leakes this past day. We talked about Lori Harvey. We talked about Wendy Williams' son yesterday. We talked about Offset and Erica Banks. So we talked about other things other than this. So let's not act like that's all we talk about. And if anybody say that, you're lying, because we talk about a plethora or a variety of topics. Where you right, that's right. I'm just saying. They say I love Wiley position in all of this. Thank you, Wiley. You are right, because we talked about a lot of stuff. It's almost 700 people in here, and let me tell you, people were saying like you're kissing up to Storm. No, I think Storm is right in this situation. Is Storm perfect? No, nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But in this situation, I believe that Storm is right, and I feel like Tasha K is angry at Storm because he blocked her, and she don't know how to deal with being blocked. Just like when I blocked Armon Wiggins, the man went into a frenzy. He was so upset, he was bamboozled because he was blocked. And then in his mind, how dare you block me? I'm Armon Wiggins. How dare you remove me from your channel? And he was shook. And he had no choice but to call in. And the reason why I blocked him, because this is my house. These are my rules. If you want to come through and you a big consecrated, hit that phone line. And so he texted me and said, you so bad. I said, yes, I am. Thank you for letting me know that. You so bad t-shirts coming soon. And he had no choice but to call into the show. But he was angry and mad and shook that the fact is you blocked me. I'm just saying. But I'm just saying you got to be respectful, everybody. And it is what it is. But no, Cora, if you got something to say to a Storm, call in and we can have a debate. You still talked about it. We talked about a whole bunch of stuff. They said he was mad. He went to Sweet Pea Diaries with her software, with her janky software. The only allowed 2 people to speak at one time. Yes. They said Jaguar Wright is a whole artist out here in these streets. She is most definitely known. She is. You're doing the right thing. Blow it up. This is what's happening, and this is why wouldn't you cover it? You facts on that. Fact. They said Tasha K is the GOAT. Yes, she is. Yes, I remember. She just needs to change up her attitude. She's a GOAT with an attitude, and that's not good. She gives me a little bit of a pit bull in her attitude that she got to switch that up a little bit, because she said something. She said, I seen his mental health report. Now, if you seen his mental health report and that therapist shared Storm Monroe mental health report, guess what's going to happen to that psychiatrist? He's going to lose his license, because if that psychiatrist is breaking his client or his patient confidentiality, he can definitely lose his license. So if you out here sharing out public information, sharing the psychiatrist is sharing Storm Monroe's information, she definitely can get in trouble for that. So if she's doing that, definitely get in trouble, because she said that. I got the screenshot. She said, I read his mental health report. So if that's true, then she definitely going to get herself in a whole lot of trouble if you reading that man mental health report, because that's wrong. You can, that psychiatrist, and if that's true, he can lose his license. When the therapist showing the report, why is the therapist showing the report to Tasha? And that's probably another mistake that Storm Monroe made, having the same therapist that Tasha K recommend. Because anybody that Tasha K recommends, she's friends, she's on the phone with them gossiping. The same thing with the whole thing with Olga, because she said that Olga and Larry Reed is having S word, that they intimate. They getting to know each other in an intimate way in the bedroom, that they be having meetings in the bedroom, getting it on. Now, she said that. And I'm like, why are you sharing this information? Did Olga tell you that was going on? Hopefully, Olga did not tell you that. I said, did Olga really say that? I'm like, this is something that's really going on. And, Tasha don't be catching herself. She be putting this stuff all out there into these streets. They said don't put that behavior on the Petty. They are wonderful pets. Tasha K is insecure and talented control freak with a lot of talent. Okay, that's what she said. She said that Larry and Olga was getting it on, getting it on, getting it on, getting it on. I'm like, who in a good mind want to sleep with Olga? I'm just saying, she just not my cup of tea. I don't know nobody else. She ain't my cup of tea. I don't want to get on with the Olga. Let's get it on. No, baby. No, baby. I don't want to get it on to that. Okay. They said Tasha is definitely talented. Singing a birth certificate does not signing a birth certificate does not establish paternity. Yes, and I'm gonna be honest with you because my father, Calvin Wiley, he signed the birth certificate, but DNA test came out that he was not my father. And so my father, Tommy Williams, did not sign the birth certificate because he just knew that I existed maybe like a year ago. Okay, I'm going on 2 years. And so just because you sign a birth certificate does not mean that you are the father. And many fathers out here sign the birth certificate and they're not the father. And so, yeah, I just want to put that out there. They said a therapist who was talking about patients and giving people information can get banned forever. Do you have proof? That's what Tasha K said. And I had the screenshot. She said she was doing a live and she said she's seen the mental health report. Okay. Then Von Ray said, because I sold him the coat, you know my PO be watching. That's what he said. And then Jaguar, and then Tasha K said this, but Von, why did you lie? You said you ain't tell me Storm did coke. You saw the dealer and he showed you the baggie. Okay, I don't know what's going on with Von Ray. He's just a flip flopper. Okay. Um, then Tasha K said this, and Storm lied on 29 Days show. He never met Alicia and Swish. Now one time he has only came to Swish mom house per me and only said hi to the mom, and the mom and I were in the penthouse. Okay, something like that. But I was trying to find the part where she said that Storm Monroe she said at Storm Monroe, she talked to the mental health person. So I'm trying to find it. Okay. Somebody sent me the screenshot, but it's been a while, so it's morning. So I probably have to post that screenshot a little later. Okay. But somebody sent me the screenshot of that she said she's saying the mental health report. And once I get that screenshot in that time snap, I will definitely bring it to you. Okay. Kakai is done. Him and Storm can move in together. Once I'm done, I'm done. Kakai knows what's up. Ask Tasha K why Wiley is mad at her all of a sudden. Oh, they so messy. I am not mad at Tasha K. I'm just doing my content. Okay, I ain't mad. Oh, here we go. All right. So I got the screenshot. She said, y'all notice Storm ain't denied often Jad-ish. It's in his mental health report. And we share the same therapist. I got the screenshots. We are posted for our members. She definitely came out there and posted a thing about the therapist. Let's go to the phone lines. 7780. Good morning. You live on the Wiley Show.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing? What you got to say? What's your comment on it? All this mess.
Yes, that's truly what it is, mess. But my comment is, I just been wanting to say this for a while. How come Storm can't get excused as being young, being impressionable? Tasha K took advantage of that. You know, they bringing up that he may have a sister or whatever, and you know his mom's situation. But same way they always saying Chelsea is young, Chelsea is young. How come Storm can't get the same excuse? People don't believe that Storm is really his age.
Wow.
You know, so he just been thrown in, you know, and he's finding his way out. You know, he's finding his way through all of this. They saying him and Jake, you know, all these different people he's messing around and doing this and that with. I don't believe that. I think that he's just a young man that's trying to find his way. He grew up as an only child, and he's just trying to find his way through all of this. So he could be a little more excused than what people want to, excuse him for.
I agree, and he is a young man. And because with Chelsea, they always say, "Oh, she's young, she's young, she's young," but Storm Monroe is young too.
And men are considered younger than women, even in the age, mentally wise. So I just feel like, in Tasha's case, she knows that type of stuff. I don't got much to say about her. I go back and forth having different mixed emotions depending on her show, but her personality is not somebody I would trust. She's just not a trustworthy type of person.
I
So
feel I
that's
feel you.
all.
I feel you on that.
And
Thank
you
you.
doing it. I love the interview,
Lo-
and I'm just watch you more and more.
Thank you.
So all of this definitely gained you up.
Thank you so much for the support.
Okay, thank you.
All
Good
right, bye.
morning.
Good morning. All right, good morning. 2215. You're live on the air.
Good morning, Wiley. How are you?
Doing good. I didn't even have my coffee. I'm ready to run a marathon. Let me stop. Go ahead.
I'm so proud of you. I'm
Thank
from
you.
Chicago, and I've been hearing your story, and I'm
Thank you.
so proud of you. Can I say something to
Yes.
you, sir?
Uh-huh.
Does it shock you that you have been smarter than everybody else that Tasha K has, AKA, ignored? How good does it feel to you to outsmart and outwit everybody and not be the fool that everybody thought you was, but be the king on top of everything?
Right.
When I say Wiley, you did a MF in 360. I'm talking about. Boy, I had the question: do you got a disability or not? At this point, I'm talking about the cleverness. I just woke up and I'm like, I know this brother ain't no. I said, no, this is a very intelligent move. I said, the early bird gets the worm. He's showing. What you showing is you showing that shot town in you, and I'm loving it, baby.
Thank
I'm
you.
loving it. I'm loving everything that you talk about, everything that you see. I'm loving the fact that all your fans keep coming back. Look at what time it is in the morning, and look how many people watching your show right now, baby.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Be honored for that. That is an honor for you, King. And
Yes,
while
it is.
everybody else out here in these streets on that YouTube foolishness, look at the King on top of it all. So, Brother Wiley, I just want to say good kingly morning to you, player, and keep doing what you're doing representing Chi-Town. You representing everybody who was in the LD mental disability that said that they couldn't, baby. And you showing just how powerful and how reluctant and relentless you are. You a king, baby.
Thank you.
God bless you in all you do. And I'm going to keep watching you rise. Look at you on that show to show.
Thank you.
Baby, looking good as you looking. So look at how you're outrunning the baby. You moving, and everybody else. You saw how Storm was looking at you. He couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe it last night. You outbeat him, and I know he would never say it because he's on an apology run right now. But baby, that man right there, you could tell by that interview last night. He couldn't believe he had to talk to you and look up to you. That you were saying and how cordial you were. It's like, and he couldn't say that. I'm looking at him like, nigga, yeah, you was the one that had a pacifier in your mouth as a grown man. I said, wow, he didn't even do none of that. You've been keeping your personality and your player the same throughout your whole way. Whatever mistakes you made and errors you made, guess what? It got overlooked and you kept it moving. But that's how real professionals do it. So
Absolutely.
shout out to you for being from Chi-Town and showing us how to make it do what it do. So
Yes.
if we ever want to get a podcast, guess what? Out of everybody that been on the Tasha K camp and including Tasha K, I guarantee you more people want you to mentor them than anybody else.
Thank you.
So I think you got a lot of opportunities coming for you, brother.
Thank you,
God
sir.
bless
Thank you,
you,
ma'am.
and
Thank
keep
you.
being that king.
Thank you. All right. Good
You're
morning.
welcome,
Thank
honey.
you. Good morning. Good morning. The phone lines is open. We're talking about Jaguar Wright, Storm Monroe. We also talking about Kenneth Petty, the apology that I gave to him and the court documents that I seen for Ebony. Let's go to the phone lines. Good morning, Anonymous.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I've been watching you all night, Wiley. That's crazy. And then to see that you went live out of nowhere, I was like, let me click on this real fast. But I just want to say you're really doing your thing, and I just want to say you're growing a lot, and I just hope you keep it up.
Thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you. That
Bye-bye.
was it. That was it. Okay, that was it. Okay, let's go to the next caller. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hi, good morning, Wiley. How are you
Good
doing?
Doing all right.
Yes. I am just calling in just to give my opinion. No disrespect, no problems. I've been watching you for the few last days, and I understand how you feel. Listen, I watch everybody. I watch Tasha, I watch everybody. But to me, as a viewer, I can just only tell you, it looks to me like you're feeling a little hurt. Are you feeling hurt about what Tasha Kid did? Maybe she didn't give you an interview. Are you
No,
feeling hurt about that?
no, I'm not feeling hurt about it all, and I'm glad you brought that up because that's a thing that a misconception that people think. No, I'm still the same Wiley. I'm doing content, right? And I think on this issue with Storm Monroe and versus Tasha K, I believe Tasha K is wrong. The way how she handled, I believe it's wrong for her employee to threaten Storm Monroe. So that's why I'm on that side. Now, tomorrow, Tasha K may do something, and I may be on her side on the issue, but it all depends on the issue. On this particular topic, Tasha K is wrong, and her employee is wrong for even threatening Storm Monroe. Now, I'm not saying Storm Monroe didn't
Yes.
do anything wrong. I'm just letting you know that out of what Storm Monroe have been doing, they have just been threatening him and all other type of stuff. And then also even saying that, ma'am, I have the screenshots here where Tasha K said that she's saying his mental health report and said this quote, and we share the same therapist. That's dirty if that happened. If you looking at his
No,
mental health report.
yes, Wiley, I believe that is wrong. But Tasha throwing blow, he throwing blow. The both of them throwing blow at each other. And you know what? I understand you used to be camping for Tasha. I don't know. I don't even know if you did like it or you didn't like it. I don't really care. But what about, here you know I'm camping for Storm. And then next what, you know what? In a couple of months, here you come see Storm and Tasha laughing together doing interview. And this could be you now saying Tasha trust Storm trust her. Because all of them playing a game, even though you hear a man say stuff about Tasha K really bad. I mean, the both of them is talking like normal. They don't want to talk to the public, but I believe they're talking.
Well, they do talk. They do talk, caller. They do talk privately with Larry Reed, and that have been exposed. And then, of course, Tasha K called me and denied that she was on the phone with Armon Wiggins and all of that. But it actually happened through Larry Reed. And then Armon Wiggins said he was on the phone with her again. And they was on a three-way call. So they do talk, and they are one of the same. It won't surprise me if I see Armon Wiggins on our platform. That won't shock me or surprise me.
And it would not even shock me right now to see Storm going at it, Tasha K going at it, Storm showing blow, Tasha K going blow. Listen, it's all about making money. It's all about making views. And listen, I'm just a viewer looking in. And I'm watching you for the past few days. I understand you've been talking. Let me just say you're trashing Tasha K, whatever. And your views going up, people subscribing. But I believe as a person, when you trash Tasha K, you will get views. I believe you will get a lot of views. You will get subscribers. But how far would that take you in subscribers? Because a man trashed Tasha K. He got a lot of views. But did it get a man over 2,000? Did it get all the subscribers?
Can I respond to that?
You get a lot.
Can I respond to that? It's really not about the subscribers. It's about the views. The subscriber number is only, in my humble opinion, bragging rights to say, hey, I have 200,000 subscribers. It's about the viewership and the engagements of the audience, because you can have 200,000 followers and 100 views per video. So it's about the views that count. We get paid by the views, not about the subscribers.
And I believe your views been doing really good. Listen, I don't know these people. I don't care about none of these people. I don't want anybody in the chat to say I know them. I don't know them. Listen, you do what you got to do. Man, if you got to come and trash Tasha K, trash Tasha K. If you want to talk about you, talk about you. But
I
to me,
don't,
you
me
want
personally,
before I go,
caller, I don't think it's trashing. We just disagree with Tasha K, and that's not trashing
I
her.
understand.
You know,
But
I didn't
why
talk.
if
I
you
didn't
go,
talk about. I didn't talk about Tasha K looks. She have called me cockeyed. Did I talk about Tasha K looks? No, but she said I should have listened to cockeyed. You know, that's to me. That's trashing me. Now, what if I would have
but
say
I
something
think yeah,
towards her? I have the
why
receipts, man, to back it up. I got the receipts.
Wiley, of course you trust in she. She is saying so because I've been watching you. You've been showing blow. You've been like, Tasha K is the one who called Jaguar White back out. You've been
That's
doing that
not
stuff. Listen,
trashy.
you low
That's
key.
just me giving an opinion. I'm not talking. Okay, let me clarify. I'm not talking about her looks. She trashed my looks. But I'm just saying, I believe she got Jaguar Wright back on this YouTube streets, in my humble opinion.
Listen, Tasha K is trash, man. It's trash. All they just do what they gotta do. But me, I don't want you to get caught up in this. Like I'm a viewer because it could be like me and I riding with Storm. I wouldn't shocked to see Storm and Tasha K to talk low and say, yeah, you see Wiley now on my team and laughing. That is why I listen to a man. And I is like, listen, it's all about the views. It's all about we doing this. But you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm a viewer. I'm a subscriber. I'll continue subscribing and watching you. You could continue, but I just feel as a subscriber watching you. You've been talking, but you look very angry. Like you're talking about she, you know, like can't something she do you.
It's not. It's really in a comedic relief. It's no anger on my part.
All right, I respect you, Wiley, and have a good day.
All right, thank you so very much. You have a right to your opinion. Let's go. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We going to 3035. Good morning. You're live on the air. Good morning. 3035. Good morning. 3035. Good morning. Okay. Good morning. 2215.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Wiley, guess what?
What?
Everybody big mad that you a king. Everybody big mad that you a king. The Jaguar Wright and Storm Monroe, hot mess central. I think that he should have stayed loyal to her. She was feeding him all the truth. She gave him his story, and he flipped on her. And you know what? That is something that you cannot do to a traumatized woman. As far as Jennifer Hughes is concerned, with the Kenneth Petty situation, she is dead wrong for lying on that man and trying to extort Nicki Minaj for money. I wonder, is that video that came out of her gonna be the end all be all for her against Nicki Minaj's suit against her in court?
That's a
Because
good point.
I think with that video, Nicki Minaj have a right to not only take Jennifer to court, but to sue her for defamation and everything. Because she pulled a celebrity in there, went on an interview, okay, on the real, and lied, sat up there with fake tears and lied on somebody deliberately. You cannot tell me that's not a legal consequence against that. You literally went on a whole board tour with Hot Shot Radio and Nosy Whole Live to be on meth. Come on now. Just to be saw on a video looking like trash. I mean, she looked bad on that video, sitting up there trying to lie. Talking about something, no, I tried to let her. There wasn't no truth in that. That video came out last night. I got sick to my stomach. I couldn't even believe it. But I wonder how the world gonna make that up to Nicki Minaj. How the award shows gonna make that up to Nicki Minaj? How is the public gonna make that up to her? Because they slammed this woman for a lie of a stranger that didn't even know her. For her husband, you didn't even penalize Nicki Minaj for Nicki Minaj. You penalized Nicki Minaj for Kenneth Petty. How dare the public in society do that? That's the public point of opinion. Please, really? How do anybody even fix that? Nicki needs to go after the show The Real for not vetting that story because they broadcasted and did a video with Jennifer Hughes. I would sue the trash pants off of them because you work for a network, honey. I would sue that network and I would sue the show because y'all streamed it about me and it was lies, defamation of character. Defamation of character. I would get any and everybody who spoke that lie. That's BS. And as far as Kenneth Petty is concerned, sue the state of New York with that video that Jennifer put out last night. That video needs to go to New York courthouse because they need to show that, and they need to take that man off that registry list. I don't care what crime he committed. He didn't commit that crime. And that crime is what he's having to be away from his son for and can't go to his son's school or none of his kids' school for. So you taking not only me away from my family, you taking me away from my children. Not only are you doing this to me in society, you tarnishing my name for my legacy. Oh, baby, if I wouldn't take her in New York to court just off her video alone, that video has value. Nicki Minaj, Kenneth Petty, we can't wait to see what y'all do with this. Because the people owe this woman an apology. As far as Cardi B is concerned, Cardi B needs to just stop. Stop it. Stop it. Worry about Offset and Sweetie. Worry about Offset and Sweetie. Don't worry about Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty and the lies that Jennifer Hugh is out here telling in these streets. It is YouTube. You have to discover the truth through YouTube. It is a falsified space. It is a mirage space. So if you're not intelligent enough to decipher what's real and what's not, shame on you. But if everybody that heard Jennifer Hugh on that interview last night heard what she said, then you need to change your mindset against Nicki Minaj. Everybody go buy her albums. God bless Wiley.
Thank you. The number is 646-716-8447 is the number. 3035. You're live on the air.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good.
So I just have one question. Why do y'all worship Nicki Minaj?
I don't worship Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
I'm a fan of Nicki Minaj. It's a difference.
There is a difference, right? Okay, cool.
Okay, that's all he had to say. Why do you worship Nicki Minaj? No, I'm a fan. And he had nothing else to do because he thought I was going to get into it. He wanted to come on and argue. I'm a fan. Oh, man. He was ready to argue. Yeah, one question. Okay. Oh, man. Caller, were you here when Wiley said she needs to retire? My call the video is on. Please do y'all research. Keep the same energy, period. The caller was probably Armon. Oh man. The Church Lady family, please take care of yourself and love. You beautiful. So thank y'all so very much. Thank y'all so very much for y'all support. Looking forward to seeing my subscribers in Vegas. We're going to be planning a meet and greet here in Texas. Looking forward to it. And we also will be planning a meet and greet in New York. So I do want to say thank you, everybody, for your support. Just greatly appreciate it, man. Y'all have definitely been supportive to me. So give me a second. I greatly appreciate the love and the support that has been going on in this channel. Thank you so very much. Oh, wow. And you know what? I don't think you can post pictures on Instagram no more. I'm trying to post a picture. Have y'all noticed that? As you can't post a picture no more. I don't know if that's true or not. Yeah, I'm going to Vegas. I just had to come and do a show this morning. Okay, here we go. 1334. Good morning.
Good morning, Wiley. How are you?
Doing wonderful.
You know what, Wiley? I want to sing your praises. You was down there with that beef mess, honing your craft, strategizing and making moves, getting the kinks out. And you decided to rise, you rose. That's why the other folks didn't do good. You stayed in the trenches till you had your S together. And then you rose. And Wiley, you're going to rise higher. Because us Wiley fans, we gonna be behind you pushing your big A. You know, I didn't even know you was that big, but you was a big but still. I just want to say, I just want to say, you have, I sit here and laugh. You know what I can do, Wiley? I can vacuum. So turn the sound down and still laugh my butt off because just your facial expressions, your antics. Man, you got something that Tasha ain't got, Armon ain't got, Storm ain't got, and them about the only three I know. So keep doing what you're doing, baby. I love you. And you know why we pull for you? Because you like the underdog. But you're humble and you're honest and you're so kind. You know, people don't get that. You know what? You get me that story you said about that lady. You said, you're beautiful. She hung up on you. You know, really did how she thought she was beautiful. She didn't think she was beautiful. That's why she couldn't get it. You know, this. I said, oh, dang, I felt sorry for her. You just said you're beautiful. And you said she hung up on you. She didn't even think she was beautiful. Ain't that something?
Yes.
Wiley, this is just a Wiley fan. And you know what? When you get your show and you be on that stage, you know what you need to use as one of your niches at the end of the show? Take them to church.
Oh, man. Thank you. 3035, you're live on the air.
Oh, I'm back.
Yes, sir.
All right, so yeah, you funny, bro. I was definitely trying to troll you. But yeah, you got that.
Thank you.
I see these motherfuckers in it. Yeah, I see these motherfuckers in the
language. We ain't gonna do that. You can't use no bad language. Goodbye. Okay. That just ain't gonna happen. You try to go left. You can't do it. No language, bad language over here. You got to come over to my station here at 3035. You got to come over to my station here at 3035, and we can have a conversation over there on station and in the after show. Okay? Man, he up there trying to get mad. Okay? 3035, you can't cuss. I'll bring you back on. You can't cuss.
All right, man. All right, cool.
He hung up again. So, thank y'all so very much for tuning in. They said, Wiley, my daughter can stop putting your shirts in the dryer. They're shrinking. My daughter said, stop putting your shirts in the dryer. They're shrinking. I wear size 3X. And so if y'all want to give me some shirts, hold on. Give me a second. Let me show y'all. If y'all want to give me some shirts, moderators, put my P.O. box. I wear size 3X. Or you can hit the Cash App. If you so tired of my shirts, you can definitely hit the Cash Apps and you can give me some shirts that I can fit, okay? I wear size 3XL, okay? All right? Okay? Okay? So if you can hit the Cash App. But I went to the store and I'm fat. I wear size 3XL, okay? Maybe a 4XL. But I went to the Goodwill to get some shirts. And so I was getting large, extra large, and I'm just a big guy. And so I have to watch it when I go to the Goodwill. I wash the shirts, and I look pretty clean, okay? I'm so fresh and so clean. All right. 538 here in Cali. You've been doing your thing. No, you just need to lose a button. I love it up there. What's your style? I love church shirts. You just buy me t-shirts. 3XL t-shirt, 3XL or 4XL t-shirt. You can send it to the P.O. box. You know what I'm saying? Let me put it up here. You can send it to the P.O. box. 701122, Dallas, Texas 75370. You also can send checks and money orders to the Wiley Show. Let's go to the phone lines. 2984, you're live on air.
Hello, how are you, Wiley?
Doing all right.
That's good. So I just want to chime in.
Okay.
With the whole Kenneth Petty and Nicki Minaj situation, I'm not going to say whether I feel like he did it or not. I'm not going to say, oh, I think he did it, but I hope that I really like Nicki Minaj. I am a fan. I don't worship her, but I'm a fan. I've been a fan for quite some time now.
But I feel like he and she should take this as an opportunity, hopefully, to move forward. Of course, um, in the eyes of the law, it's really not what you know, it's what you can prove. And if they can prove, which it seems as though they have technically, that you know she there is discrepancies in her story, what she's reporting. If he can get the charges dropped and maybe I guess get off of the sex offenders list, hopefully again Nicki Minaj and her husband will see this as an opportunity to just move forward and put it behind them. And same thing with Jennifer Hughes. I guess that's how you pronounce her last name. The same thing with her. Hopefully this woman can really just put this behind her, and just move forward, because this whole situation is messy. Yeah, I'm like, Nicki Minaj is the wife now. She started her family. So hopefully everyone could just put it behind them and just let that go. As far as the I'm sorry, hold on. As far as the Armon, I'm sorry, not Armon, but Storm Monroe and Jaguar Wright, I feel this is just my theory. I feel that it was one of those situations where they gravitated towards one another for whatever reason. They got to talking, they clicked, and I do believe that Storm said some things to Jaguar, like things that he maybe had thought that she wasn't going to repeat. But I don't think he realized how she is messy. Jaguar Wright is very messy. I do believe that she may have some mental health issues that she may not have addressed, or may have not, or that she wasn't addressing at the time. And I'm thinking that my theory is that he didn't realize how messy she was. So when she started to like lash out and go on other YouTubers' platforms and leak stuff and, this and that, he was like, oh gosh, I had to do damage control. Now she's blurting out that, I'm upset with Tasha K because she went behind my back, tried to interview Jag, and, out of respect for, her friendships with these celebrities, let me clean this up. Let me just say, oh, she's crazy and I can't believe she did that and this and that. Let me just block her and try to, get rid of her because I'm still under contract. I believe that it was like one of those types of situations where you just, and I've been through it, you may meet someone and you gravitate towards this person, and you may share certain things. You may not even have known each other for a month, but your personalities click and you start saying things and disclosing certain things, private things or whatnot. And then next thing you know, you're like, oh my gosh, this person is telling all my business, they're saying this and that. So I really believe it was one of those types of situations. And in Storm, he's like trying to clean it up. And then Jaguar's left like wondering, why am I blocked? Okay, girl, self-awareness. I really feel that maybe it could be a little bit mental health, but also I really feel that she lacks self-awareness as to how messy she is, and how toxic. If he's disclosing certain things to you, regardless, why are you saying these things on other platforms about your conversations with Storm and this and that? And my thing is, I could understand if he may have gotten offended if she was, thought that he was a gay male, because it's like, okay, how are you just going to assume? How about you ask me and have a conversation with me, then see? You don't assume. Storm has said many times that when he goes on YouTube, it's a character. It's a performance. He's not like really like this in real life. He said that, and I believe that. A lot of YouTubers, I do believe that it's a character. They're acting. So for her to just assume that he's a gay male because he has these certain mannerisms on camera, that's kind of like ignorant. You know, I'm not even gonna say naive. For her age, it's ignorant, just flat out ignorant. So I can understand him being offended by that, but I don't believe that that's why he blocked her. I believe he blocked her because he started to see certain things coming out, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, let me clean this up." But like you said, Wiley, I agree with you. He created a monster, so I totally do agree with you on that. And this is like the repercussions of forming a friendship or whatnot, you know, and not really being aware or not really taking your time to really get to know a person, and then it just turning out to be a mess. So that's
Thank you so very much for calling in.
Okay.
All right. Good morning. All right. Good morning to 9933. You live on the Wiley Show. 9933.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. You live on the Wiley Show.
Oh, good morning, Wiley. I actually forgot that I called in. I just started listening. I did not call in for none of the drama, none of the mess. I just really wanted to let you know that I love you.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing, and you're great. And everything just happens for a reason. Like today, it's been all this mess or whatever. Maybe you don't mess with her now, but it brought a lot of people to your channel. I'm here because of it. I'm so glad that she used to post you, that I found you. You are just awesome. I love how you tell your truth all the time. And I know it's not hard all the time, but just the way you stand in it, even when you explain the library sort of like the 1,000th time this time last night on Storm's show. I'm sorry, I'm like out of breath. I just was running around the house. I said I forgot I was calling in, but I don't know. I just really love you, and just keep doing good and keep doing you, and don't let things discourage you. And it happens in life, but just keep pressing, keep going. I love you. Have a blessed day. You make my day so much better. You're so funny.
Thank you.
I love when you get on station head and start talking your mess. And are you doing an after show?
No, I'm not doing after show today, but I promise I do. I resume after show because I'm going to Vegas, so I'll be in Vegas, so I won't be able.
Oh, right.
Yes.
I forgot about that. Yes. Have a great time.
Thank
God bless you.
Thank you.
You deserve it. All right. Bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I just have to just put that in there. All right. I gotta eat me some. I haven't eaten nothing all day. 4486. You live on there. 4486. Lies 4486.
Good morning, Wiley. How are you?
Doing good.
Yes, guess what? So I'm straight from Baltimore, Maryland, but I want to tell you I've been in your bushes for well over a year. And I do see that you understand the assignment. And when I tell you you are winning, Wiley, you are winning. And you are coming up, and you are going far. Understanding? So I am proud of you. I'm not going to say Tasha K is your favorite person, but what I will say is you understood the assignment. You did what you had to do. So you ain't got to really, don't get this part wrong, Wiley, but you ain't really got to really suck up to Tasha K, but you did what you need to do. And you still need to carry it maybe for just a little bit. But Wiley, I see you progressing. You got your chest is stuck up like, yeah, baby, I'm good now. Understand what I'm saying? And for Storm Monroe, yes, Storm Monroe is he is young, but what I will say is Tasha K took an advantage of that young man, and unfortunately, a little bit of fame, a little bit of money may have gotten to Storm. He got out of hand, but guess what? God had to humble Storm and bring him back down. And I guess that's what I see going on with him. But he's going to come back up. But when he come up this time, he's going to know how to go another route. He's not going to go that same route. But with that being said, Wiley, you keep doing what you're doing. Understand what I'm saying? You keep, you understand the assignment and you got it down pat now. Understand what I'm saying? And I see now you can stick your chest out a little bit more, say a little bit things you wanted to say about Tasha K maybe last year sometime. But right now, you on a green light now. You ain't on yellow. You ain't got to slow down. You ain't on red. You ain't got to stop. You can go now. And you good. Okay, Wiley? And you have a great day.
Thank you so very much for calling in and giving me those words of encouragement. Thank you all so much.
Absolutely well. All right then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. The number is 646-716-8447. The number is 646-716-8447 is the number. All right. 6009, you live on the air.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Is this me? Hello?
Yes, it is. It's you.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, so question. Does he have a sister? Yes or no?
I don't know. That's a question you ask him. I don't know if he have a sister. I just know I know Storm Monroe. I'm not concerned about his family.
Because he told his audience he was a singleton. And I keep reading the comments and it keeps coming up over and over again by just a few people, but I'm just curious because I was a Storm follower and I distinctly remember him saying over and over again he was an only child. So to lie about something like that, if it is, I just find it disturbing.
For me, I can't
So
really answer that.
I
I don't know. I don't know. I just think people just saying
why
that
is that
just to say
question
that.
not being answered though?
Well, that's a
Or
question you
why is
have.
that
That's a
question not
question you have
being
to ask
answered?
him, ma'am. I'm not Storm, and this is not the Storm
No,
Monroe
I
Human
know.
Resource Department. I'm just saying. I don't know.
No, I know, I know. And you know, some people have fallout with their family and they disown, and which is completely understandable, but it's like it's being avoided. I feel like it's being avoided, but that's all. And good job last night, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
That's
Okay.
it.
Bye.
Bye.
She's trying to. Okay. 6448. You live on the air.
Hey, good morning, Wiley.
Good morning.
I just called you last night. Like, yo, I'm addicted to this show, bro. Like, I called like 5 times already in the matter of like the last 3 or 4 days. Like, I wake up and they say you live. I'm like, get the hell out of here. We just hung up. Like, we just was on last night. Now I'm in New York, so I know your time over there is different. But yo, you something different. Like, first of all, I see everybody, they talking about how you doing good. I just wanted to put my little 2 cents in because I'm like, you're offering something different on YouTube than the other ones. They're not doing it the way you're doing it. Like, you don't have a dog in a fight and you don't pick sides and you give your audience the chance to state how they feel and you don't interrupt them. You don't, you just let people come in, say what they got to say, and then that's it. You don't pick sides as far as Team Tasha K, Team Armon, or Storm, or whatever. Whatever's fair is fair. You're going to speak your piece, and that's that. And I feel like that's the way you should be because at least you don't have nobody ganging up on you. So you get the views, and on top of that, you don't have to worry about people hating on you. If they hating on you, they legit just hating on you. But I feel like you do it so good. Like, I'm about to become a Patreon. Like, for real. Like, I love this show. Like, I never felt this way about any other show on YouTube at all. Like, bloggers are just not moving like you.
Thank you.
So I'm like, yeah, I just wanted to let you know. Like, I love this show. Like, I'm addicted. Like, oh my gosh. But yeah, have a good morning.
Thank you so very much for your support. Thank you, sister. All right, the number is
All right.
646-716-8447. Let's go. We're gonna take these last 3 callers. 6009. Good morning. 6009. Good morning. 6009. Okay. 3151. 3151. You're live on air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. What time is your flight? You supposed to be packing, getting ready for Vegas.
I'm already packed, but work comes first.
That's right.
It wasn't an early flight, so thank God, But yeah, work comes first.
Yeah, you've been working. You've been putting it out there. You've been giving it to us, doing a great job. Continue doing it. Make sure you enjoy Vegas. Drink a lot of water because you know it's hot. Get your edibles. And, just turn up. Take a few pictures here and there, but enjoy. You deserve it. That's all.
Thank you. I know I'm not going to do no edibles because I'm job searching, but I will be.
Yeah, we know, but don't tell nobody.
Because they drug test, but I will be popping bottles. And I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah, keep that same energy.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you so very much for calling in. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Okay, we're gonna go to the next caller here. Thank you. Good morning, 9326.
Good morning, Wiley. I love you. You are a breath of fresh air, darling.
Thank you.
Oh my God. Not the resource department. Oh Lord. You floored me with that. And I have to say we share something. Facial expressions. People tell me all the time don't play poker. Wiley, don't play poker. I love it. Your facial expressions give me life. I be like, oh my God, now I see what they're saying. I'm gonna get off because someone else wanna call, probably. But I love you. You have a new fan for life, baby.
Thank you.
Okay? And I'm calling from the Bronx. I'm 65 years old, so I got you.
Wow, you don't sound
Okay?
65
I
at
love
all.
you.
You don't sound 65 at
So
all.
That's me, baby. That's me. It's Sonia from Cyprus. I love you, baby.
I
And
love
you keep
you.
with your face, and your shirt look good.
Thank
you look
you.
good. You look nice, crisp, and clean.
Thank
okay?
you.
Let's talk about the topic, not your fashion. Hello.
Okay.
All right. I'll keep you real. I'm from New York. Let's not be doing all of that. You do what you're doing. You look good. So let me get off so somebody else can do it. And don't play no darn poker, okay? I love you, baby.
Love you.
All right. Bye-bye, Stevie.
Bye-bye.
I love this guy.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye, baby.
Bye.
Oh, okay.
Bye-bye. Oh, wow. The love is real. Make sure y'all comment and subscribe to the channel. If you want to become a member, hit the membership on the homepage. You want to come to Patreon because we will be doing some members only lives for Vegas. So we're super excited for that. We will see y'all next time you ever see me. You'll be seeing me in Vegas. Thank you all so very much. We are having a restream on 2 p.m. We're gonna restream day before yesterday's live. So we're gonna be restreaming that at 2 p.m. Thank you all so very much. And we are here. Thank you all so much for the love and for the support. Thank you all for the super chats. Thank you all for the cash apps. It's greatly appreciated. I still haven't hooked up my new computer yet, but we definitely are going to hook it up. But thank you to everybody for saying safe travels. Thank you all so very much for that. And shout out to the love and shout out to the support. Thank you to the producers. All right. Thank y'all so very much. I'm about to go and get me something to eat. I will see y'all in the next live. Peace. Oh, leave a comment. Let me say this before we go. Leave me a comment. Leave a comment. Tell me how I did in the show. I love listening to the comments. So leave a comment on the show because I love reading the comments, and thumbs up. Thank you all so very much, and we will see y'all in the next live. Peace.